He's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one, and I thank God. He's so good.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And then oftentimes, Kate Wright just would sit on the run. Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, Williams to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Williams from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Goff taking it right to the air. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
from the 25 on second down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Goff off the play action. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Goff now on 3rd down. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. On 1st down, it's Goff. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call, because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off. A little bit of penetration, you don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, Williams. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams will look to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at first down here. Design bootleg here. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Williams. That's him on the quick hitter. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Gets it to him on the screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Williams again. Forced out to his right. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. They send a receiver in motion right. Williams to throw on 3rd. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And
defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. To throw, Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a second-quarter lead.
Chicago.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Lions 3.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'm gonna do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many days. I don't even care. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Greg Reynolds to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Lions headed out to their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning Williams left. Goff on first and 10. This one to Williams out left side. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Screen here for Gibbs. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Set to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Goff on 3rd. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions at a deficit. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. down the middle. It's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
Lions 10, Bears 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, Williams. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not the standard they set for themselves.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards in the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Williams from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Torrey Taylor on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And this one hits 1st to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to go. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. He's got them quite the game here, partner. This one finally is brought to a stop.
That's good. More on Lions. 1st down.
This entire play, Case, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Short pass brought in, and they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Detroit calls timeout, it's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll double their lead to 6. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hanson, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hanson for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter.
Cairo
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets him the 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Goff to the air now. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Handoff running right, Montgomery.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate. You want to take your shots, and some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
At the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. The big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. To the left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Now here's Williams. Komet's got it, left side. This gets up past the 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling their running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Williams on 1st down. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, so at least move them forward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running behind center with Swift. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate, and now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Williams set to pass. It's on target to Moore. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. He's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Now here he goes. And this one doesn't go far.
Just one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They're on the counter with Swift. And this is headed the wrong way. He's going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Buys time, rolling right. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears come through to tie it in the 4th. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
The touchdown brought it even, and this drive can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 13.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Reynolds with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Goff setting the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway. We weren't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. He'll throw it. Screen here for Gibbs. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. To nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he will be stopped now, but not to like about that effort.
A gain of 15. And the Bears 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They're set up at the 35 now. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. And 1:54 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. He beams one deep right side. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
At the 21-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Ball is out. Lost it on the hit. Bears pick it up. Headed the other way. Won't manage anything after the recovery, so that is where they'll take over after the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Here come the Bears back out on offense. Their defense held, clinging to the slimmest of leads, Brock, and now that lead entrusted to this offense, asking them to just run out that clock.
And now the last thing this offense wants to do, really the only thing it can't do, is make an unforced error and turn it over.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Going to be a victory for the Bears as they drop to a knee here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Bears take this one on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.